how you see the world is how you live your life. That's a fact. Now, how you see the world, if you see it through negative eyes, you're going to see a lot more negativity. If you see it through positive eyes, you're going to see a lot more positivity. That's just simple. That makes perfect sense. I can imagine you already understand that. You are what you attract. So obviously, if you are seeing opportunities, then you're likely to attract more opportunities. And it really is about coming, like, sort of putting the filter on whether you see life as positive. You see that there's good in the world. You see that there's people doing amazing things in the world, because there is. Now, yes, don't get me wrong, there are people doing negative things. But the more you focus solely on that and don't focus on the people that are the change makers, the people that are doing something different, the people that are generally making an impact, then you're going to struggle to find positivity in your daily life. So I truly believe positivity doesn't mean you have to be smiling every day. You have to be saying everything's going to be alright, nothing bad's going to happen, because shit does happen in life, unfortunately. Things happen which are out of our control, and sometimes there's nothing we can do about it. But the only way we can combat it is by, the way that I do it is by what I call the could be worse game. And there's always something that could be worse. Now, it doesn't matter what it is, but there's always something that could be worse. So the greatest example is when I was painting some offices, and a 10-litre tub of white paint spilled over the black carpet. It had to be black carpet, didn't it? It couldn't have been cream or white. And that's what I could have focused on. Oh, that's it. And initially it was a bit of, oh no, all the money we've just got here, we're gonna have to buy new carpets and all of that, and that's what it was. But then we realised, luckily, it was a Friday night. It was the evening time, so no one was in the offices. No one was going to be in the offices for a couple of days. So worst case scenario, if it didn't dry, we could have gone back and seen what it looked like. And we had so many things that could have been worse. There is so many different things. Now think about it. If you maybe dropped your phone and you got a little crack on the screen, maybe it could have been the phone completely fell down a drain or something like that. There's always something that could be worse. And like I said, it depends how you see life. Now, people that see life through a negative lens, this doesn't mean that they're bad people. This doesn't mean that if you see life negatively sometimes, this doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means you've been programmed by your environment or by what you or who you listen to. So, great things that you can do as of today to reduce negativity into your life is by getting around people that aren't so negative. Now, sometimes this can be the closest people to us. This can be people that we love. And if we are around people who constantly push us to grow and are positive and are like, yeah, I think you could do that, I think that's more than possible for you to do that, then it's likely for you to actually do this. Whereas people who are around you and they tell you that doesn't happen to people like us, no, it's not going to be possible, just go back to where you came from, go get back down. And there was a great story of a fisherman was sitting down, well, more of a crabber, a person who catches crabs, and he was sitting down with a bucket full of crabs, and a guy walked past in a suit, and he said to the guy, he was like, you should probably put a lid on that tub, the crabs are trying to climb out. And he said, the difference is with crabs, when one of them tries to climb out, one will grab him or her, and pull it back down. And that is the nature of the crabs. They don't like to, I don't know why, do not ask me why, but they just don't like to see someone getting out. If they're going down, you're coming down with me. And that is the mindset of a lot of people, which is unfortunate. But if you can escape that, and you get around more positive and optimistic people, you will become who you hang around. So obviously, if you're around them, you can become very, very positive. It's not easy. I suppose it is quite easy, it's just hanging around them. It's not easy to make these friends, but it's simple. It's a simple concept to understand. If you get around positive people, you will become positive. Now, evaluate your circle. Evaluate the 5 closest people to you. You are a sum of the 5 closest people to you right now. So if you can work out that, okay, so he's not that good, she's not that good, he's really good actually, find that one and go and hang out with people that he hangs out with or she hangs out with. Find the positive and optimistic people in the group and copy what they do. Copy a positive person by the way they walk, by the way they talk, what they do on a daily basis, things they say, how they think. Now, when I first came across like spirituality, mindfulness, personal development, I generally thought you couldn't be sad at all. So I really struggled with no, I have to be positive for it, I have to be positive for it. And sometimes it's a bit too much, sometimes it's not sustainable. And I'm glad I've done that, because now I'm at a point where things really don't faze me too much. Now, don't get me wrong, there's things that really do annoy me, and I'm just like, why? Why is that here? Why? What is wrong? Why is there still people starving in Africa? I get it, and there's things that are wrong with the world. But the way that you can make a difference yourself is maybe you could do exactly what someone like Akon did, and went and supplied water to, I don't know how many, I believe it was 100 million or something crazy numbers for African kids. Now, you could do that. There's nothing stopping you. The only thing stopping you is your mind. And if you're around negative people, then you're going to become negative, and you're not going to believe it's possible for you to do this. Whereas if you look at absolutely any self-made person, they came from a same situation, if not worse than what you're in now. Now, don't get me wrong, some people do have worse situations than others, but there's people that have been in terrible, terrible situations, like Oprah Winfrey, and now look where she is. She wasn't listening to the old way of thinking. Now there's a lot of people turning from the old way of thinking and going to the new way of thinking, which is brilliant, absolutely amazing, I love it. And that's what I love to do. I like to help people change their life from, if you're anxious, if you're scared of things, if you're worried all the time, if you hate yourself, if you don't have any self-love at all, or if you just want to create more freedom, create more love, whatever it is that you want to create, you can create that. You can reprogram your mind and become what you want to become. So stay away from the cynical and negative people. Get around the positive and optimistic people. And find a way to find the positive. There's always a positive in every situation. Now, yes, like I said, it's okay to feel sad, and like if something goes wrong, maybe someone dies or something, that is perfectly normal and fine for you to be sad, completely fine. But when someone dies, or you lose a relationship or something like that, it's how long you stay in the wallowing and the sadness for. Now, don't get me wrong, it's perfectly normal to be sad in these times. But it's about bringing yourself back around, because, for example, if you died, you wouldn't want to see your loved ones crying all the time, upset all the time. You'd be saying, enjoy your life. Just, that would make me happy. Enjoy your life. And I'm guarantee you, people that have left you and passed away are definitely thinking that for you. So it's about how you go from the negative vibrational thoughts back to your positive vibrational thoughts. How you get back to your happiness, how you get back to freedom, how you get back to positivity. And like I said, the easiest way is by saying there's always a positive. So something bad happens to me, I find a positive in it. The other day, I snapped my key in the door. My car failed the MOT. I deleted loads of videos that I was meant to post onto my online program. There was so many different things that kept happening. And what I did to make a positive out of it, I posted it on my story. I used my failures as content for Instagram and say, look, my life is not brilliant. Some things go wrong more often than, maybe not more often than not. I manifest quite great things, but bad things do happen. But I get on with them. I find my way of getting on with it. My way is post about it, make someone else laugh. If someone else can laugh from my failure, which loads of people did, I got loads of messages of the laughing face, the laughing emojis for when I snapped my key in the door. But what can you do? You can either wallow and be sad and moan about it, or get on with it and find a positive in it. And when you find a positive, the more you do it, the more it becomes second nature. It's like tying your shoelaces, like driving a car. When you learn it, it becomes your habit. When it's your habit, it becomes your lifestyle. And obviously, once it's your lifestyle, it's reprogrammed in your subconscious, and you live your life 95% of the time through your subconscious. So if your subconscious mind is positivity, happiness, freedom, love, whatever it is, you will live this the majority of the time, because obviously 95% of your life is lived by your subconscious. So find a way to stay positive. Find a way to look at life in a positive frame of mind. What could go right here? Now, yes, many things could go wrong. 100%. Starting a business, many things can go wrong. Starting a business, some things can go right. And you only need that one opportunity to go perfectly right in order for you to reach where you want to be. If you want to reach a level of financial success, the business only has to have one opportunity that you meet and shoots you to where you need to be. Now, yes, there will be bumps across the road. There will be things in the way all the time. But how you deal with them shows your real character. How you come out as a person is shown by when you hit problems. For example, say you went completely broke. Would you beg? Would you borrow? Would you steal? Or would you find a way personally to help yourself? Now, I believe when I went completely broke, that was a very humbling experience for me, because I could have gone and stolen from shops. I could have stolen from people that I knew, but that wouldn't sit right with me. I couldn't do that. I physically wouldn't be able to do that. So understand in your mind, if that would run through your mind, then it's understand about reprogramming yourself, reprogramming your mind, reprogramming yourself for becoming the best version of yourself. Staying happy, staying positive. So I hope this video has given you some inspiration and some motivation to go and do something of creating more positivity in your life. But have an absolutely amazing day. I hope you enjoyed it, and keep on smiling and spreading positivity.